Hello, ladies. Today, we're going to talk about how you can talk to a seller about owner financing their home. Hey y'all, I'm Whitney Nicely from She Buys It, and I'm going to help you today learn the 3 questions that you need to ask every single seller to find out if they're ready to owner finance their house to you. Ready? Hey, before we get started though, I want you to do me a favor and hit that red subscribe button over there on the corner. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel, and then it's a 2-step process, girls. Subscribe and then hit that little bell notification next door to the subscribe button. I don't know why, but YouTube does this thing where it won't show you new videos unless you hit that bell notification. It's awesome that you subscribe. Thank you very much. And even if you subscribed 6 months ago, that's cool. I still need you to hit that bell notification so that you don't miss any of these tips and tidbits on getting the owner financed houses in your market. All right, so 2 steps. Hit the subscribe button. Is it right there or is it right there? Hit the subscribe button, whichever corner it's on, and then hit the bell notification. Super important that you don't forget to hit that bell notification. All right? Awesome. Now, let's get back to it. There's 3 questions you have to ask every seller to find out if they're even going to go for owner financing. First question I need to know is this house paid off free and clear? So, Mr. Seller, do you own the house free and clear? Do you own the house free and clear? That's the first question you got to ask. The second question is, are you willing to take payments for this property? Are you willing to take payments for this property? And the third question is, how soon do you want to close? Seems like pretty basic questions, right? Do you own the house free and clear? Are you willing to take payments on this property? How quickly do you want to close? Those 3 questions will change your life, ladies. The problem is, when I was learning how to do owner financing houses, how to find owner financing houses, how to talk to sellers that might sort of kind of be interested in owner financing, I was taught by a man that you should ask those questions on the very first phone call. And I don't know if you know this or not, but it's kind of hard for a man to teach a woman how to act like a woman. It's also really hard for that man to teach a lady how to negotiate like a lady. So I learned a lot of great stuff from the men that I learned real estate investing from, but I always had to go back and translate it, because as soon as I got on the phone with the seller and I asked those 3 questions, do you own the house free and clear? Are you willing to take payments? And how quickly do you want to close? All beautiful questions. But as soon as I dropped those bombs on the phone call, boom, 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 the conversation exploded into sometimes a rant. And I was like, ooh, easy, #chill. Or it imploded on me and they shut down. I'm not telling you that. That's none of your business. I hadn't thought about it. I'm not interested. I don't want to talk anymore. Boom. I mean, roadblock after roadblock after roadblock, dead end, no reviving this deal. I was killing more deals, like absolutely shooting them dead. Not killing it like, yeah, we're killing it, but like actually destroying these deals that I paid good money to learn how to get these deals. I was killing them before they could even get started. It was an awful situation. So I had to learn how to translate those 3 questions and negotiate like a lady, and I had to figure out the rhythm of talking to these sellers so that I wasn't killing deals before I could even get a good chance to kill the deal. You know what I mean? There's 2 different ways to say that. So that's what we're going to focus on today. All right. Women helping women is what my company, She Buys It, is all about. I really want women to become super successful real estate investors. And to prove it, I'm going to help you right now with this easy little mindset trick to help yourself convince the scared 13-year-old girl in the back of your head that you are a successful real estate investor now. So that's what I want you to do, all right? Don't go any further in this video without bringing up the comments and typing in, I am a successful real estate investor now. And it has to be now, okay? Because if you just say, I'm a successful real estate investor, that scared girl in your head goes, yeah, maybe someday. Probably not gonna happen. But when you give her that now command, she goes, oh, you mean like right now? Okay. So type that into the comments. Freak out that scared 13-year-old girl that's been riding around in the back of your head that has stopped you for years of getting this real estate thing going, okay? We got to shut her up and shut her down. So let's start that together down in the comments. And when you see somebody else's comment, I want you to cheer for them. And I want you to like that comment and give it a little heart and encourage all the other women that are commenting, I am a successful real estate investor now. We're all battling a scared little 13-year-old girl in the back of our head. So let's come together as grown women and support each other. Imagine that. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, type that down below. I am a successful real estate investor now. And if you say that to yourself 15,000 times a day, say it out loud, say it while you're in the shower, jot it down on a yellow pad of paper while you're waiting to pick the kids up, or while you're at gymnastics practice, or while you're supposed to be paying attention in a board meeting and you're not because you're actually bored of this meeting. Start writing that out. I am a successful real estate investor now. Join the Facebook group that I have for lady landlords and pop in there and tell all those women that you are a successful real estate investor now. The crowd will go crazy! All right, let's do this together. Y'all say it. I am a successful real estate investor now. I go through myself every morning or afternoon and I like and I respond back to all of those comments. So please drop those comments down below. I am a successful real estate investor now. Okay, now back to those 3 questions that we were talking to with the seller. When is the appropriate time to bring those questions up? Because I learned you don't want to do that on the first phone call because that squishes any deal. Which kind of makes sense too, because if you think about it, let's say you're out and you're with your friends and you're having a good time and some dude walks up to you and he's like, hey, you want to go get married, have lots of sex and babies? Probably retire, rock on the porch? I mean, I'm imagining our next 80 years together. What do you think? You in? You would look at him like he had 3 eyeballs and there is no way in the world he was getting your phone number or your last name so he could look you up on Facebook. Okay? No way. No way. Shot down immediately. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the same vibe when you're on the phone with somebody that you've never met, you never talked to, and you just start blurting out, hey, you want to finance this property to me with no interest and no payments for the next 30 days to 30 years? No, they don't. They don't have any reason to believe in you or to have confidence in your ability to buy their house or see that it's going to be a win-win situation for both of you, okay? That answer is no. The first phone call is not the time to propose marriage, and it's not the time to propose owner financing. Sorry, girls, you're going to have to do a little bit more relationship building. You're going to have to put a little bit more effort into these deals. And it's totally going to be worth it, though, because you are a successful real estate investor now. Okay? So what I want you to do is I have a whole seller lead sheet that gives you a bunch of questions that I want you to ask the seller, and none of them involve those 3. Okay? I give the seller lead sheet out in First Deal Done Fast to all the ladies that I'm helping get their deals done fast. But for right now, if you want to, I've got a free gift for you. If you go to getyourfirstdeal.com, I've got a free masterclass training that you can take to find out more information and to get a script. If you stay until the end of that training, I do give you a script, like an actual script, that you can use to talk to these sellers on the phone so you know what to say for the first conversation. Then all you gotta do is go to getyourfirstdeal.com and there's a training. You sign up for the training. The training is about an hour. It's really, really awesome, and I think you're really gonna enjoy it. And at the end, I give you a link to go get that free script, okay? And we'll email it to you, so it's all good. Anyway, you've got your script to talk to the sellers on the phone at getyourfirstdeal.com. There's a free training class there so that you can get started trying to get your first deal. And I'll give you that script so you can talk to sellers on the first phone call. This is where it's gonna get really cool though. Once you talk to the sellers, at the end of that script, at the end of that conversation, I want you to set up an appointment to go see the house. All right, why would I want you to do that? Well, because you are a successful real estate investor, you are a successful real estate investor, and you are a successful real estate investor. Those 3 reasons are why I want you to set up an appointment, because I know you're a successful real estate investor now, and successful real estate investors go look at houses. You'd be surprised at how many people I talk to who tell me that they want to buy houses, they want to buy apartments, they want to buy money, they want to buy beach houses, they want to set up passive income, they want to create financial freedom, but they don't want to go look at houses. I mean, there is a place in real estate for people who don't ever want to be in real estate, but they still want to make money for real estate, but it kind of helps, especially in the beginning, if you go look at houses. You got to set up appointments and you got to go look at houses, because that's where the magic happens. Lots of real estate investors talk about making money in real estate, but they don't set up the appointment, or then they cancel the appointment. They don't actually show up to the appointment. And then the seller has to deal with somebody else because these people just kind of flaked out on them. You're not going to do that, ladies. You're a successful real estate investor, and successful real estate investors go look at houses. Now, when you're at the house, lots of things happen. You get tons of experience that you can't learn by watching these videos. You just can't. You have to go look at the house. You have to study the house. You have to have a conversation with the seller. And it doesn't matter if you're shy or if you're introverted. You just have a conversation with the seller, all right? And I can help you with that conversation as well. But this is the time on the appointment, after you've looked at the house, after you've studied the house, after you've heard all the history and all the stories about the house, that is when you ask our 3 magical questions. And you can rephrase them a little bit. You can say, now, because I buy a lot of houses, I look at a lot of houses, I'm a successful real estate investor now. Remind me, you own this house free and clear, right? Oh, yeah, right. You told me that you got it as an inheritance. Okay, yeah, right. Check. Second question is, are you willing to take payments? So maybe you want to rephrase that a little bit too, because when you're negotiating like a lady, you kind of want to make the seller think it was their idea to let you make them payments. So you kind of dance around the question. There's lots of ways to ask the same question, lots of different words we can use to ask the same question. But the goal, what we ultimately want to know is, are they willing to take payments? That's the second question. That's question number 2 is, are you willing to take payments? One way you can rephrase that is you can say, so, I know you were telling me earlier about that new boat you got. About how much is the payment on it every month? Wouldn't it be nice if you had an extra, fill in the blank, whatever they said the payment was going to be, $700? Wouldn't it be nice if you had an extra $700 a month coming in to take care of that payment for you? And you just planted a little seed, and they start to think, gee, I wonder how I could get an extra payment coming in to me every single month so that my boat payment was practically free. Negotiating like a lady involves using all those things that your mama taught you. If you've ever tried to negotiate with a man, it's always easier if he thinks it's his idea. And it works with women too. Women have a thing called pride, just like men have a thing called pride. And if you let the lady who inherited the property think it was her idea, maybe she's wanting a new car. She's wanting a new Audi Q7. And the payment's going to be $800 a month. And you know that if you owned her old house, you could rent it for $1,100 a month. Well, then you could say to her, without involving all that other stuff that you've been calculating in your head because you're a woman and you can multitask, you could say, yeah, I think you'd look great driving that new Audi Q7. Wouldn't it be cool if you didn't have to worry about, digging out of your savings to make that $800 a month payment? Wouldn't it be awesome if that $800 a month payment was made for you? And she goes, man, yeah, that'd be cool. I wonder how I could do that. This is where third question comes in, all right? When you get the seller thinking in that kind of direction, then you ask that third question. You say, well, I don't know. It depends. How quickly do you want to close on this house? All right? On one train of thought, you've got them focused on a boat payment, a medical payment, a student loan payment, a car payment, paying off their house. You got them on that train of thought. But then you bring this house back into it with the third question. All right? While they're thinking about all the different ways that they could make that other payment, you bring the house back into the conversation. And you say, well, it depends. How quickly do you want to close on this house? Because I could probably start making those payments to you and buy the house at the same time. Ding, ding, ding! We have a winner! Ladies, that is the perfect example of how you can talk to sellers and talk them into owner financing their houses, all right? You got to make sure that they own the house free and clear. You got to make sure that they're willing to take payments. And then you've got to make sure that they want to close with you over some time. All right? That's the biggest secret to owner financed houses. Most owner finance houses aren't advertised as owner financing. You have to create those relationships. You have to create those conversations. And I know because you are a successful real estate investor and now you've watched this video, you liked this video, you shared this video out with all your girlfriends, you know how to have these conversations with sellers. And you won't make the same mistakes that I made in the beginning. Ladies, I am here to help you buy investment houses without banks or a license. And owner financing is the number one way that you can go out and buy a house every single month, if not every single week, with owner financing. All right? If you want to know more, please go to getyourfirstdeal.com. Sign up, watch that masterclass, watch that training. I'll deliver a free script to you at the end. I'll show you lots of different ways that people are making money with real estate investing like a lady. All right, I want you to be a Proverbs 31 woman. And verse 16 says, she goes to inspect a field and she buys it. With her earnings, she plants a vineyard. Ladies, you've got to buy that field. You got to buy those houses. You got to buy those apartments. You got to get owner financing. You got to use other people's money. You got to use your brain to get these deals done. And you are smart. You are a woman. You've probably given birth to a human being. All right? I can't think of anything else more strenuous or complicated than creating life. You've done that. All right? Real estate investing is going to be a breeze compared to raising kids. I don't even have kids. I got a doggy over here, and that's difficult enough. Real estate investing, that's way easier than that. You're going to be great at this. And this is how you're going to create that generational wealth. Because once you plant a vineyard, that stuff doesn't just populate overnight. You got to wait it out. You got to know that your grandkids are going to be making money off these vines. Your grandkids are going to be making money off these deals that you're doing right now. So ladies, go to getyourfirstdeal.com so that I can help you get your first deal done fast. If you have any questions, drop those in the comments. One last time, though, I'm going to give you a chance to say, I am a successful real estate investor now. Ladies, I believe in you. I want you to believe in you. I want you to go get these deals done. Let me know if you have any questions. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I will see you on the next video about owner financing.